ewe ho, Ansonia, ewe ho, ewe no ho. No, Mampuru Kopana, ewe ho. Ah, Mampuru Kopana, ewe ho.
This is your humble servant, Munel Kishan, aka the General. I love Lrtn, Liberia Radio and Television Network, owned and operated by Sharing Foundation. The General Show starts right now. Don't go away. Stay tuned. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. I appreciate it. And I had a technical difficulties, and I don't know what went wrong. I don't know what went wrong. I could not see it on my monitor. I couldn't see no video. Maybe I was, according to my system, I was going on live, but I tried to monitor from my phone, and I could not see anything on it. The whole thing was blank. I opened the other phone, and I had a little problem. So please bear with me. I know we were into it. People were watching. And as I said, don't forget, this coming Sunday, watch American Idol. Watch American Idol this coming Sunday. And do what you can do for your own Liberian. It will be good for us. We will be proud. And vote. Vote for her. That's what the white people do. They vote for the people. So do the same thing. Yeah, there's a guy who called on our show today when I was watching it. He from all the way Central America. He said, listen, we are all blacks in this place, so we're going to vote for this young girl. So you see, she got everything in her corner. Listen, this is not about racism, but let us vote. Let us vote. She's a Liberian, and she's representing us in Africa. So let us vote for her on Sunday. Do whatsoever you think you can do. She can sing. She can sing. The real truth is that she can sing. So let me see if this one, I was trying to play the third video. I won't know if it will actually come on. But let's see something. If I get it, then that's it. But I don't know, for some reason it looked like it never downloaded right. So if it don't, then I will just continue the service. But also I'm going to show the Heron Costa video, the one that he's exposed President Bakube Wia. We all know what's been happening in Liberia. And also don't forget the COVID-19. Please. And call your people back home. Let them wash their hands. Let them do everything possible to be able to take care of themselves. They shouldn't just sit there and... Okay, y'all heard the news about the rice, eh? They said that the rice will be given to people who are the vulnerable people, but we don't know who are the vulnerable people. That's the whole point. Yeah, what his name? Sir Joseph now complaining He said, oh, sometimes you will see the house looking all nice. They paint the house is painted all nicely, but you don't know what's in the house. Some people are going through hard time. So the vulnerable people, because I got some group in Bona Farm that I try to assist. And I asked them, I said, oh, they're giving you the rights. They said they came and took the names down, but they're giving 4 cup of rice to every household. So not everybody going to get it. So how do you know that certain people are going through? We said it before. When they blunder, now they want to eat the money. They allow the legislatures to pass this stimulus package, $25 million. When we're saying it, that look, only people who are vulnerable need it. They say, oh, $25 million, this and that. No budget, nothing. They just get a blank check. Now they're going to use that money. The $25 million they're talking about, they're taking it from our money. It's not the 40 million or whosoever giving them, that the government money they want to use. State of emergency, all kinds of things can happen during state of emergency. All kinds of things can happen. So when you sit there, state of emergency is not a good thing. It's not a good thing, especially in Africa. That is when the government official gets rich. They can steal like a dog. Anti-dog can steal stuff. Anti-dog can steal. They can steal like a dog. But look, my people, don't let nobody fool you. George Weah is over. George Weah is over. I want you to sit down and look at this young man, this president. This president is surrounded by all crooks. But if this guy is not prosecuted, I will ask why. That president, the person who will take over, if they do not prosecute George Weah, they will not stay in that office, because the citizens will rise up. The citizens are all angry. But one thing I tell you, I see President Weah negotiating. For some reason, I see he causing a problem that will bring the international community in, and they will go to the table and say, okay, Mr. Weah, you have to leave, and we will sign this other paper, and they will talk. The politician will say, okay, well, we're giving this house, or maybe we're giving the one on 9th Street, and use all the other ones, or take the other ones and then let you go. But by the time the next president in power, nobody leaves that country until you are audited, government official. You're not going to travel. But guess what? Some of them will start sneaking out of the country. So we will make sure we put people all around. And if you sneak out and you come back to the States, trust me, we know you. We will go after you. The next government will be tough. The next government will not joke. They're not no baby thing. The next government will be damn serious. They will be damn serious, the next government. They will be so serious until even copper, let's just say paper, will not even make it. Yeah. So that president, we are right now, President, we are worried. He the la not catch away. Sometimes we don't want to talk about this president. We don't want to say anything about the president sometimes. Let me tell you the real truth. Sometimes we don't want to even say nothing about this president. We just want to get on another topic. But every day for the last 2 years, I don't know if there's a relationship between George Weah and Donald Trump. Just how Donald Trump took over from the day he took over. Every day there's a scandal. Every day there's a problem. Every day there's a problem. Why? Why, my people? Every day it's a problem for President Weah. And he do it deliberately. Deliberately. Some people feeling sorry for Sam, and what he said, Stupid Smith. Everybody feels sorry for him. Oh, look, the problem is that if you tell me because he want to keep his job, so he just followed the instruction. But for Smith Toby to come and lie, saying that he knew the information they gave him was wrong, who you got the information for? Who do you work for? Who do you work for as a journalist? You work for President Weah. Okay, somebody in the circle gave you this information. That's a lie. If this man actually made an honest mistake, then President Weah need to fire him. Then he need to be fired, because the fact is that the mistake he said he made, and he tried to correct it, it's not a newspaper thing. You have every opportunity to confirm it with President Weah. If Miguel gave you the information, or Trokonkui, or what her name said, the other his other wife, asked this information, it is truth, but they told you because they bought. And let me tell you, I put 1 and 2 together. This is a tax time. This is tax time. That kid, he working. No matter who you American, you have to do your taxes every year. You have to do your taxes and tell the people how many houses you got. And on the taxes, none of the houses in Liberia are on the taxes, on a low tax to say, oh, because he's working. Every American who work out of America, they file taxes every year. Now, this kid will not lie. It's not showing. The thing is all on social media that, oh, this kid get a house in Liberia, $2 million house he bought. He's supposed to put on his taxes. The Americans that live out of America, they pay taxes. When they are working, they pay taxes back to this country. The country doesn't know. So it's not something. So this kid pressurized his mother. I know she wanted to do it because she says she's a super crook now. She really wanted to do it. But this kid pressurized her, so she had no choice. If they say if that's a lie, if Henry Costa lied or made up the story, by this time we're supposed to hear Cloud we are on the internet or on radio disputing the fact that no. I never called Joshua. I never told Joshua anything. My son never talked about nothing. It's not true. Or if Smith Toby lie on President Weah, let President Weah fire Smith Toby. Because this is not no newspaper that Smith Toby was writing to say he made a mistake, he's going to retract the story. They say Smith Toby go there. You see how disgraceful? And yet instead they got some people. I saw one post today, but I will not call the person. The person was crying. The person said, you see how Henry start call me idiot? I said, what kind of crap baby this so? Henry Costa call you idiot. He posted in your mailbox. You can't call Henry Costa idiot. You got to go call everybody who can lay complaint. You cry baby now? Yeah. Henry Costa call you. So I say, what brought it up? How it started for Henry Costa to call you idiot? So you did something to Henry Costa, or maybe you answer, because I saw another post where they say, don't mind Henry Costa Smith Toby, do your job. Everybody, some people, they out of shame, they want to stand behind George Weah. Maybe George Weah will give them something. Listen, the situation that George Weah in right now, if you're looking for a job on a George Weah, you on your own. If you stay in America and you think that George Weah going to look for you, you on your own. George Weah fail. Look, Molba said it right. Molba Moru tip, that's the real deal. He said it right. He said, only God, only by miracle, George Weah will make it. By miracle. They will beat George Weah at the market door. I can tell anybody that. When we told you guys that popularity election is not popularity contest. You must know what you're doing. They will beat George Weah at the real, in fact, market door can run. Because the door when you start beating wrong. Old cup. You can beat old cup till you smash it up. Let them watch it. And we got the information again. Let me give you another one. Mary Bro will be running. But they're waiting for the time. You know, the law in our country is so funny in a way. According to the code of conduct, you must resign 2 years to the time. But then again, when you go to court, if you tell the court that, well, I just decided now to contest, they don't hold you responsible. But if that's something you say, oh, I want to contest, and you never did it, and you left it, they will try to hold you. So Mary Brown will be the CDC candidate. But the decision, she's agreed to it. Let me tell you the real truth. But she either want to continue her political career, but she's a greedy woman, damn greedy. These are the people who cause the problem. You to show how greedy she is. She spent 12 years with Ellie. So to her now, that they want to call jump from tree to tree. You hear that song, Monkey Calm Down. It actually for George, we are CDC. Mary brother and they eat all over the night. Eat. We still, they can't show us what they did. Sometimes Liberian people, we praise people for no reason. We see people doing the wrong things and we say, oh, the person is strong. Oh, the person is strong. Yeah, Mary Bro, so strong. She cleared the city. Oh, she used to clean up. In real life, the city mayor now stood to sweep. Let's say let be friends with each other. But the city mayor have to stand strong to make sure the city is clean. Mary Broad did the little one she could do. But your number Mirabel it for Liberia. We just waiting for the election. From GSA, from Ellen Johnson time, Ellen could not have done anything to Mirabel because they live in the same house, they sleep in the same house. When she closed her eye, Ellen closed her eye. If they were loving well at the business. But if she closed her eye, Mirabel is the last person that tell Ellen good night. And Ellen's sister, they were living in the same house. Mirabel not living nowhere different. They were living in the same house. Yes. That Mary brought today John to CDC. So Liberian people, you see how people they are political prostitute. That the Mary brought woman now to show that Ellen Johnson supporting CDC. That's why Mary brought now get a mind, the guts to go to CDC. If you are back home and want to vote, download. Okay, thank you, Julius. Yes, okay, guys, look at some of the comments. They're giving all the little thing. Yes, Crown Prince. Yes, 4 cup or 4 cups. I'm talking about. I got people in Bonap Farm that I sent food for, and they have not received anything yet. And they said 4 cups of rice they're giving to each house right now, until otherwise order. But they're giving it to household. So they came to them. They took their names down, but they have not received there yet. But other people have received their own. But the thing on Facebook, and they were videotaping it. And 4 cups they're giving people. So what are you going to do? First they say they're going to get everybody rice. We said no. They said they're going to get everybody rice. Fine, they don't get everybody rice. So Mary Bro will be going against Darius Dillon, and Alva Toba will be in there to as an independent candidate. So it's like people think that they got 2 seditions. But Alva Toba will answer a lot of questions. Why now? Can you criticize Joshua? Did Joshua did anything wrong that you think you're leaving CDC by this time? Or do you think CDC is not on the right track? What the problem with CDC? All these questions will be asked by the people, and Alva Toba will have to answer it. What is problem? How come you put Joshua on the people? What confidence you had that Joshua was going to be the best president? That you, Alva Toba, gave the people Joshua. You supported him. You were the first chairman. You did everything. So you think CDC doing good or not? Tell us. We want to hear from Alva Toba. And I want to bring him on this show one day and ask him some question, because we want to hear that in Liberia. So Joshua been doing it. This man bought over 10 houses. When I say over 10 houses, it could be 11 or 12 around in the rehab area. And some of his security lived there. But Liberian people still don't believe it. Liberian people still don't believe it. They say, oh, that the man have money. Yeah. Joshua have money. He have money. That's why the country broke today. If Joshua actually had money and he put it into Liberia economy will not be this bad. Because that jobs right there he creating and that money he bringing into the country. Joshua never had money, my people. Let me tell you today. Look, you heard it from his own chairman. That's the real tip. Molwa Molu was not drunk. Molwa Molu was not drunk. Akara's Gray were there when they were discussing. That was the real truth. They were bringing out their guts. They were expressing their frustration, and they know that Joshua broke, and they push it, and he been doing certain things. It's not that the people, they don't know. See, these are aware. Some of them, like Akara Gray, all the guys know that Joshua was a 419. They know that. The man, he's a big scammer. Look around him. He got all crooks. Look at the news that Henry Costa broke out today about this lady in Liberia that working. And that's why we call it on the other advocate, we call it on Hawaii and other people to do that investigation correctly. Because that is sick. That is really, 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 really sick. Why will you do such a thing? President, we are aware of all these things. The first thing to show, look, you think the only people that know that Joey Crook? Joey is so bad off on the international community themselves, they just looking at him. What kind of president? 2 years he have not entered America to meet the American president, to visit the White House and have press conference. No. This president come out every day and throw talk. Every day he come out and throw talk to the Liberian people. Yeah, You say this. I'm working with the government. I'm working with the government. I thought you the president. How will you work with the government? He said, I'm the chairman of the John Security. Mr. President, you are not the chairman of the John Security. You are the president of Liberia. They report to you. You are not no security. You got no security idea. How will you be chairman of the John Security? The justice minister is the chairman of the John Security. Yes, you are the boss. You the president. But if you're taking yourself to be driving from checkpoint in the night, to prove what? To go look for what? Anything happen to you, it looks stupid. This president, now I said that they have damaged the service like the SS, that they call the Executive Protection EPS service, the EPS. Ellen Johnson changed the name from SS. That was so, they were looking so nice, Special Security Service. Now you don't see them, the guy, you get people in court suit with AK-47 all around George Weah. But yet instead they allow crazy men to go through George Weah house. Crazy man, they say he crazy, but they brutalize a crazy man. George Weah wicked. George Weah is wicked. Yes. I will play the Henry Costa tape. I want you to listen to it. Please listen to it. I know people say, we will play the tape until 2023. If you don't want to watch, no problem. But every day we will remind the people. I will play this tape here. In fact, I'm putting a tape together with all George Weah's stolen property. The one that he bought in Ghana, the one he get in Senegal. We're putting everything together. We will play, the Liberian people will see it. And also you can follow us. You can follow me right now on YouTube, Twitter. And if you home and your phone, you want to use a telephone, just go to the app and go to your YouTube and put in Lrtn. You will see it there. So that's it. So I'm going to play the Henry Costa tip about our president. This man doing good in Liberia. He's developing Liberia. He developed in Liberia in the best way possible. He building houses. But you know, President, we are already a dummy. President, what he should have done, I was coming to build a presidential palace. Not to be like executive mansion. Like how the people get Camp David. Find a decent land, put a nice building there, put a football field, basketball court, and whatsoever. If this president can take 1 year, 3 months, to build a whole compound, he could have built something for himself, for the president. When he leave, the next president use it. Everybody are going to put name on. What can I make in steal broad day? Like no camera in the town. What kind of human being can steal broad day? And what kind of human being can steal broad day? I thought other people can steal in the night, but other guy can steal broad day. And all of them just sitting there, George, we are using them. That's why I posted, I said George Weah is the smartest sedition and the most educated sedition. Are there anybody tell me if there any sedition educated than George Weah? Then one guy came on my post, he start cussing. Is there any sedition educated than George Weah or smarter than George Weah? Let them tell us. Nobody in CDC is smarter than George Weah. George Weah is the most educated and smartest sedition. So there's nobody left. If George Weah can be the smartest, that means the whole CDC party finished. It finished. Because how can we say that George Weah is the smartest, but then we look, we see what the thing is, President Weah, nobody can even come up to challenge President Weah. Nobody can look at President Weah and say you're wrong. Nobody can look at the man and say you wrong, Mr. President. Behind closed door. Go to your own security, go to your own meeting and say, Mr. President, the other 1 year anti-Rayo. Everything they gotta lie. Until they bring the Madagascar herb. Everybody saw it. Eugene Falcon said that 3 boxes. The Minister of Health said that 3 boxes. The man who brought the thing, he was speaking French, or we were interpreting the French. They said that 3 boxes. They changed the whole story. Carrasco said, consignment. Other person said, over 40. Oh, principal, oh, President, thank you very much. Oh, God bless you. Oh, yeah, the man is a leader. God bless you. Y'all will be stupid for the rest of your life. I mean, I'm not here to come satisfy sedition. I'm not here to satisfy them. Seriously. I'm not here. I'm still waiting. Somebody say, don't listen to Costa. Costa, he's a liar. You call Costa a liar. How you call Joe Weah? If Costa or crook, how you call George Weah? That's stealing the country money. Stealing the country money. How will you call Joshua? If you call Henry Costa or crook, then how are you going to call Joshua? No problem. Henry Costa is a crook. Yeah, I agree. So, who is George Weah? George Weah, who is the #1 crook in the world, the worst president ever, the man who built more houses from the country money, who stole the country resources more than Tottenham. Tottenham spent 27 years. Just imagine George Weah reaches here, like bro will be bankrupt. So that listen to him. I love the tip here. And we did it again. We show you all the property so you will see it for yourself. So let's stand by and see some of the development the president carrying on in the country. Some of the development that the president has been carrying on in the country. So let's watch it again. Mr. Costa, the floor is yours.
Well, folks, a few days ago, I got fresh pictures of Weah's mansion. Now, I'm not the only person to have received pictures of the mansion, but those were the most recent pictures there are of the mansion. The 9th Street one. You all remember that 3 months into Weah's presidency, we saw bulldozers tearing down that dilapidated house. It was a ramshackle. It was an old house. And we saw it being torn down in no time. But what we didn't know was, or what we didn't expect is that he was going to want to build a brand new house there the moment he tore it down. But that is what we saw. To us, it was brazen. To us, it was crazy. It was inexplicable. It was a crazy thing for him to do. That is what we felt. Even a lot of citizens were very disappointed about that. We all have known that that property belongs to Mr. Weah. Bam! A few days ago, I published these fresh photos, and everybody, expectantly, everybody was sick into their stomach. And what sickened people even more is the fact that even during this crisis, when most of our people are going through the most difficult period to find food, to make the rent, to take care of things, when Corona is scaring people and all of that, George Weah continues to build his mansion. I mean, you would think that the guy would say, okay, let's give it a break. Let's wait until later on we can go on with the construction. But the construction is taking place as we speak. And that is what's sickening people. So we posted those pictures and they went viral on social media. The power of social media. They went viral. And so then Smith-Tobe had to react. Weah told Smith-Tobe to go on air and say that the property no longer belongs to him, but now belongs to his son, Timothy Weah, who is his son with, what's her name? Clara. That's Clara's son. He's their first. Tim Weah is like the fall guy. The last time we saw that mansion in right there on at Silver Beach, with a tunnel that leads straight from the underground straight to the beach. We had said the building, that property also was for his son Tim. And Tim didn't say a word. He didn't say anything, but apparently from what we were told, that the boy didn't like the fact that his father said the property belongs to him and the property actually does not belong to him. And I have the pictures of that one too. I will publish the current photo. I will publish those photos for you so you can see what that Silver Beach property looks like. So what happens? Smith always says the mansion belongs to Tim. And then Tim gets to hear about it, and everybody is saying, "Oh, Tim Weah is not for Tim." Clara Weah and Timothy Weah called George Weah today. They're in America. They said, if you don't go and retract that statement, that property for my son, and Tim said that property for me. If you don't go retract that statement, I will issue a statement to say that it is a lie. That property is not for me. The boss said, I've had enough. This morning I was saying on my show that many of you don't know, Timothy Weah and his father do not get along. They're not even on speaking terms right now as we speak. They do not speak. The only time Timothy Weah went to Liberia was for the inauguration, and he said he's never going back there. He wants to have nothing to do with his father. So Timothy Weah and Clyde Weah called Joe Weah and said, Joe Weah, if you do not retract that statement, that 9th Street mansion has been transferred to me and I am the one building it, I will go and issue a statement and tell the world and tell the Liberian people that you lied. Okay. So what would George Weah do? George Weah thought he was finished with us by lying to us that the property belongs to his son and no longer belongs to him, and therefore he is not the one building the property, and so we should not accuse him of corruption. He thought that was it. He thought that was it. He thought it was finished. That's what George Weah did. But then Tim Weah said, if you do not retract, I will go and I will say you are a bloody liar. And then see what he did. He put Clyde Weah's name in it and said, Clyde is the one supervising the property, the construction. Clyde Weah said, what? Huh? I am supervising the construction of the property? Clyde Weah said, no. You're not going to use me or use your son. So what did George Weah do? Now George Weah had to withdraw this statement because he does not want Tim Weah. Imagine a statement from Timothy Weah that his father is a bloody liar, that his father lied on him about the property that does not belong to him. Imagine a statement from Timothy Weah. Such a statement would destroy George Weah. Now George Weah was faced with a quandary. The bookman said, quandary, what do I do? If I don't retract that statement, Tim will issue the statement because Tim does not need George Weah. Timothy Weah plays, I think his contract is worth about $2 million. His football contract. So he does not need his father for money. He makes his own money. He doesn't want to have anything to do with George Weah and his stolen money. So he said, if you don't issue that statement, I will issue a statement. Now George Weah has to use Smith Toby. Hey, poor Smith Toby. Smith Toby, the thing what made you go marry to George Weah's niece, they're not small trouble you in. Do you know Smith Toby married George Weah's niece? You all saw the wedding, right? The wedding took place at the fucking Claude Church. Smith Toby married George Weah's niece. Just to keep that late job, that late job. Yes, Smith Toby just be on the line. Hey, my man, let me wave to my man Smith Toby. Hey, Smith. How did George Weah making you lie? You're lying, Smith, you're lying. Smith Toby. Now George Weah says, Smith, what the? You gotta go back on the radio. What the? Because that begin that one are funny. Like that Timothy Weah begin frisky. What the? The begin one embarrass me. So my man Smith was forced to call OKFM today. Amen.
On the line now we have Deputy Press Secretary Smith Toby, who has to make a clarification. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Julius. Let me say thanks for the opportunity again.
There was this project on 9th Street. I know there have been some new developments. What is it?
Yeah, Julius. Until we spoke on yesterday, our information around the project that you made mention on 9th Street on yesterday, and based on our response to that question, we've gathered further information in our professional sojourn. So again, we've come back to the same medium that we used on yesterday to inform the public and the listening audience that's following our conversation with you on yesterday. The current information that we want to share with you is that the project on 9th Street is not owned by Timothy Weah, as was said on yesterday. The project is owned by His Excellency the President. He decided to remodel the project, and the current structure is under his supervision. And I just thought to come back to the public because it's a conversation in the public clear, and of course, I provided the information yesterday. I've thought to come back to the public to inform the public that that project has no attachment to Timothy Weah.
Well, Mr. Tobe, people may think because of the backlash, two things. Either the information you provided yesterday was really not true and you were trying to save face, that's one. Or two, today that it could be his, but because of the backlash and not wanting him to place him at the center of controversy in Liberian politics, that you are walking back on it.
Like I said, prior to our conversation on yesterday, the information that we've gathered was what we provided. Until we spoke to you on yesterday, then we had additional information that we are currently providing to you. So the new information, which of course was confirmed by the owner of the property in question, is that the property belongs to the president. It has no attachment to his son, and it is under his supervision. That property is being there. He decided to remodel the property, and so as you see it develop, it is under his ownership that the project on 9th Street is being developed, and not Timothy Weah.
So it has never been for Timothy Weah.
Again, what we are providing for you is the information that we were finally informed about, and that is why we've come back to the same medium to inform you that the property does not belong to Timothy Weah. It is President George Weah's property. He is developing that property, and it is his belonging, not property for his son.
You know, it is. One time I am a little stoned. One would wonder where did you get the first information from?
So we work in the circle of the president. So if our information surrounding the property and information to the public about the property was diverged, and of course there is a new information surrounding the current ownership or the ownership of the property. The information we are providing as we speak is the information that has been provided. The information that we provided were information from in the circle of the presidency. Today, we spoke to the owner of the property.
Okay.
Confirmed what we are putting forth to the public. And our confirmed information is Mr. Timothy Weah has no attachment to that property.
So what I'm getting from you is that previous information may have been from the circle of the president, like someone close to him say, "Oh, this is how this is." Right now, the president himself has told you, "No, that's not it. This is why it is."
So the owner of the property is the president. So when the president confirmed to me that the property has no ownership to his son, I need to come back to the public to dispel what the circle confirmed or informed us. So I'm giving you what was confirmed by the owner of the property, which of course is the president, that the property belongs to him and has no attachment to his son.
You know, without wanting to go into what happens between you and your boss, but was he angry at you?
No, it was not a matter of being angry. It's a matter of us putting forth information, and I think again, from the way we've worked around the presidency, is also a situation that I think we need to understand a little bit more. It is not about he being angry. It is also about us being more factual and careful in speaking about his private property or his ownership. Sometimes there are people who we relate to, and especially when it relates to his property, those are not something that has to do with the president work in the government cycle that we are aware of. So those are family properties, and of course it's about the presidency and of course the individual who is the president. So if our previous information were incorrect around that particular claim, Now he's come back to tell us, hey, the information that you sent out wasn't correct. You need to correct that information and let the people know that it is my property. It has no attachment with my son.
So you are, why doing an erratum as is doing in journalism? You are also apologizing to the public for
which of course
for misleading them.
Professionally, I have to do.
Okay.
And I don't see it as a guilt to do. Everyone will write, and of course, in it as a broadcaster, as journalist to do a write them. I'm doing the same right now. That the previous information on that property wasn't the factual information. The fact of the matter currently and confirmed by the president is the property belongs to him and not his son.
Okay, thanks so much, Mr. Toby, for providing this erratum and clarification and apology for to the Liberian people. I'm sure they will forgive you.
Yeah, I'm sure that's something we've built so that we.
You know, Karasu, what would make me happy? All of those people that are on the social platform, if they can buy 1 million masks, each of them, to send to Liberia to give to our people, then they can say anything against the president, then I will really feel good. You understand? So let them leave their platform and buy 1 million masks. 1 million masks. Well, folks, a few days ago, I got fresh pictures of we are. You know, Karasu, what would make me happy? All of those people that are on the social platform, if they can buy 1 million masks, each of them, to send to Liberia to give to our people, then they can say anything against the president, then I will really feel good. You understand? So let them leave their platform and buy 1 million masks, 1 million masks, each of them, and send it to us, or test case. You know what I'm saying? So this is it. You have to do something to make noise, but we're not doing anything at all. Right now, we don't need people to just talk. You know what I'm saying? You need to work. We need masks. We need test case. And all of those people that are on the platform, is the time now to send test case, masks to the Liberian people. This is what you should be doing. And this is what I'm doing. That's why I have the We Are project. I work with the government. I got different initiatives, you know. And I was very happy and satisfied today to see the young man today, Ali Sila. It was Ali Sila recognizing to be in the street feeding people. And it's the most important. You understand? He's saving lives. While other people are talking. But he was once an opposition. For him, he stayed in opposition, but he believed in the country. And this is why you see in the street today. And feeding people that need to be fed. And these are people, when they're talking, they will let you know that this is what I did for my country. It's not just people that talk or talk because they want to talk, noise maker and people that have no, they don't even know the essence they live in. You know what I'm saying? They just living to us. These are all racketeers, you know. There's the time to join hands together to fight against the COVID-19. And so our people can be safe, you know. But I'm glad I did my work, and I'm working with the Joint Security. I'm the chief of the Joint Security. I can drive anytime, I can move anytime, because I don't want nobody inform me. I want to be on the field. I want to see what is going on, so I can know what to do. So yesterday I drove to town. I noticed that most of the officers, they need to change their mask. They need to be encouraged because they're on the field. When they see me, they will be encouraged to be at checkpoints. So I will not just be sleeping home and the officers then at the checkpoint, nobody knows what's going on. So I go, most of the time I go by myself, I drive, and then I visit them to encourage them, because that's a hard job. You know what I'm saying? It's a time, the difficult time. There's a pandemic. We have to fight it together, and we have to make good decisions together. And this is what we're doing. So those that are in the comfort zone, They just talk, you know.
Okay, you hear it. The president said he worked with the government. He's the president. Me, I don't want, I'm surprised. He said, you see, are working with the government. But so Joshua is the president or somebody is the president. And he said he's the chairman of the Joint Security. He can drive anytime. He's the president. He controls them in a way. They should report to him. But this man don't have no security idea, nothing in security. But he said he's the chairman. He even said that if you're going to say, I'm the boss for them, so I just take him at. But I don't understand. Is there Archie Bernard, and Charles Bright, Miguel, all the guys, are they treating this guy right? But who's to blame? Who's to blame? We blame George Weah. We blame nobody but George Weah. This is what Ellen Johnson put on us. This is the thing that Ellen Johnson put us on. And she came back to the same stupid people. And now she back into the party to finalize Boaka, to damage him finally. Ellen Johnson doing business in Liberia. They into Cape Man there, they doing the diamond business. You think Ellen Johnson don't want protection? Ellen Johnson, Joshua is running Ellen Johnson third term. Third term. And Ellen Johnson will see to it. If they think they're depending on Boaka, she will damage Boaka big time. This is the time the people from Unity Party need to speak out. The good ones. If you don't speak out, then forget it. Ellen Johnson came back, we knew that women pay were going to be out. Ellen Johnson came back, we knew that women pay were going to be out of the place. Suppose all that because women pay say we're not supporting the June, the protests and this and that, and so Boaka. Ellen Johnson convinced the woman. Ellen Johnson convinced the woman. Ellen Johnson knows she can't convince nobody else. She go to the woman and told the woman. By the time she talked about the woman came out there and spoke. And then the next thing, boop, women pay out of the party. Me and I are UP man. She took all her people back into CDC. Mary Braw gone to CDC. Eugene Nangwe CDC. And Sonica, foreign minister, what he said, Smith, what the boy name? Betonga, CDC. She took all her people to CDC and teaching them how to steal election, how to be corrupt. Teaching, she gave Joshua the playbook, but Joshua never actually went through the playbook. Joshua said, instead of me eating last, but he understand when they say leader eat last, all in President we are head that you should be the last to steal. That's how he understand it. That means, but then he said, no, how will be the last to steal? I mean, people will finish all the money. But he know when they say leader eat last, every leader you are the last. You make sure that your people are happy. You make sure that your country is okay. Everybody is satisfied. You don't sleep. You know the president business hitting Joey. You see how he dry? The president is so dry. A former footballer, just 53 years old. Look at him. Look at him. You can enjoy the presidency if you don't want to work. You go to Jamaica resort, you sit down there, you do all kinds of things. My people, let us face the fact. Nobody hates Joshua. But we all know if George, like brain people, what make them easy? If Joshua were not going to build no house, start making this man project in less than it was 1 year, 3 months, everything was finished. This is the last one he owned. Then plus the other one that near the beach there, I know that Dwatson going all the way on that in another place there. This man, but Joshua knew that he loved all these things. He loved good things. Why he couldn't just put $10 million aside to build houses all over the place for himself? Joshua made almost $100 million in soccer. From the time he was playing, almost $100 million. Joshua was not a big time pay player. Go and follow the record if somebody want to argue with that. Joshua was not actually paid compared to Roberto Baggio, who never was world best player. Joshua is the cheapest world best player ever in soccer history. The cheapest during his time. You had Roberto Baggio, You have Paulo Madini. All these guys were making more money than George Weah. George Weah never had a manager. He never had a manager. But I would say this about George Weah, and sometimes we go back, we retrospect and go back into his personal life at the time. You know, they have people who, in life, everybody get childhood friends. There will be some friends that you will never forget no matter what. But we don't know who is president. We are childhood friends. We don't know. We don't know who's president. We are childhood friends. Today, we have been there so many times. When Karika even had to take off George Weah's shoes and put slippers on him, bend down, remove the shoes from his feet. How they serve him. If this man can consider Eugene Nambwe come on national radio and lie. Eugene Nambwe just got to know George Weah into politics. He didn't know George Weah from there. But why he can't consider the other people? That's the problem behind George Weah today. He's blessed. God will bless you, but still God will punish you for what you're doing. God will bless you. And now the whole story of Saul playing into Liberia today. George Weah is so, he got big heart. He can't even say sorry. He can't say nothing else. But you all heard what Smith Toby said. Some people sorry for Smith Toby. I personally don't. I'm not sorry for Smith Toby. You can't lie to Liberian people. You work for the boss. You went there. Then you say the mentor, you say that wrong information. George Weah, if a good president, they fire you. But you went there. We challenge the first lady. She ain't missing in action. Let her come up and say that she never threatened her husband. Her son never threatened her husband to take it to the press. Yeah. Let her come out. This is the time she must come out and say, no, the information Costa gave, it was wrong. The information Costa gave is not true. This is what I said. Let her come out and say it. How Smith Toby lived in Liberia a long time. He was not born in the 2000s. Smith Toby aware and know that George Weah, the house over there was owned by George. That house was built before Timothy was born. George Weah built that house before Timothy was born. Before even that woman had no clue about that house. She never participated. Even George Weah got married to her before he built the house. She said there was a house she wanted to build and she was going to renovate the house. She was going to decorate the house. Because she knew that the house in Liberia was just a mess. Just a mess. You see this water? That's a tea I'm drinking. She said it. It was a mess. But they wanted to build a dream house. But all in all, the woman knew that her husband had a serious problem. George Weah and his wife was not together. I don't know if she will go to Liberia again. But she will go there because George Weah still petting her. He will have to bribe her again to come out and make some statement. But it's hard. It's hard. This is tax time, my people. That kid working. Every American who are professionals, who playing football, who working out of America, they do the taxes. And you got to file everything. And on the taxes, the house in Liberia is not on it. So apparently there was a question I asked. There was a question. It's deep. It's deep. You cannot continue to lie. You see our American children who got in the country? The only time they will ever lie to you, that means they are crooks. They own drugs. They are so nasty, the future is blank. They don't have any future, so they will just steal. But not the ones who are very respectful. That kid is respectful. Timothy is very, very respectful. Timothy have never just called any of his father's friend by the name like that straight. He will either call you uncle and you'll call your name. Very respectful, and he's not happy. He's not happy about his father. That kid whole career have been damaged from the day his father name start getting all over the internet. And somebody say, oh, Liberia, we politicize everything, but so scared to go to Liberia to get a job so we can fix Liberian problem. How can we go to Liberia to get a job to fix Liberian problem? It's the president's responsibility to fix Liberian problem. Go back and learn your constitution and know about government. The president is the head of the government. Going back to Liberia and get a job is not no. So what you said doing back, you can't go home and go find a job. Go and go find a job, and stop making statement that ain't sound no right. Yeah, just what you're doing now. You sitting on Facebook, making your own comment that make no sense. So how can you say we on Facebook? You yourself, you on Facebook. Sometimes I look, I read these comments because it sounds so stupid. Politicize everything. You know that one of the biggest problems we're getting, like, bro, oh, you let it go. Let just let don't say nothing. The time will be over. Like, bro, we're not going nowhere. Like, bro, we're not going nowhere. That's why you see Liberians steal from us, and we don't take them to court. We don't take. Look at all the Liberian Association around here. All the Liberian Association, in Philadelphia, Grand Jury Association broke up. They got Grand Jury, the USA, they get Grand Jury diaspora. The Grand Jury USA sued the other person in the diaspora because they say they embezzle money. And our case still is sitting in court. So these are the things. And then we know all these things. And these people leave from here and go to Liberia and want a position. And we shouldn't say nothing. We shouldn't talk about it. If you stay in this big country, beautiful country like this, and you damage everything, you croak, you steal it from people, then you go to Liberia, we should close our mouth. Eh? Why Liberians like this? We our own problems. We our own problems. We put problems on ourselves. Most of the Liberians now, they don't even know the history of Liberia. They don't know. They don't know how Liberia was looking those days. Some people never knew that we had telephone booths in Liberia. We were small in Monrovia. Some people don't know they had telephone booths. They know because they didn't see it. Some of them came to Monrovia when the war was on. Some of them were only on the other side. For us, we used to go for vacation, we go Maryland, come back. But some people don't know what's going on in Liberia. Some people don't know at all who. And you know, it's so bad that the bad things in Liberia are what people consider to be good. We got laws on the book that govern our country. The same laws in America because we duplicate everything. But we do not follow it. We don't follow the laws. Our president take bribes. Our legislators take bribes. The code of conduct. You cannot be in government open business. Conflict of interest. Look at this boy got a share in a catering company. Somebody from nowhere, you just give her money, said they get a catering company. Yeah. The president took $4 million, just gave to LEC for current. Representative George Solo said, but Mr. President, I thought you said the money, you pay LEC again. He said, why you can't go get your own people current? Look at that president. President talking to his own member. Why you can't go get the you representative get the people current? That's so George, we are just the whole thing is just a joke. It's just a joke. They really don't know what's going on. We ourselves don't know. Only the president can change that country. You as a citizen, you can go to Liberia from now to judgment day, you open your business, you do whatsoever. When the government do not change, do not show you or settle things and put a laws in order that you will benefit or you will do the right thing, it's for nothing. It's for nothing. It's for nothing. The president has power. Only the president can stop corruption. Only the president can encourage corruption. Only the president can instill law and order. The Senate cannot do nothing. The legislature cannot do nothing. The judicial system cannot do nothing. They're only there to interpret the laws in our country. That's it. But nothing they can do if the president don't want to take any action. There's no law and order in our country. No law and order. People being beaten, people being killed for no reason. Eh? Look. Things happen in the country, we got a government, and the president don't speak about it. Somebody will just jump up from somewhere and say, oh, won't be the president. There's certain things in Liberia we need to take very personal when it comes to the president to take it personal. But what you expect? What you expect about the president? He don't know. He never lived in a home with his kids before. A 9-year-old girl committed suicide in Liberia. You believe it? A 9-year-old Liberian will ever commit suicide to hang themselves? No. Somebody did it. The parents today, they no answer. Yeah. Look at the other little kid that got burned in Nimba County. The other people, you know, the laws are there. Eh? Police killed another boy in that place there in number 7. What came from out of it? Nothing. Nothing came about. The president now moving You look at his security, you're afraid. You say, but when is this not a war we're fighting? The people in different clothes, they get AK-47. You can't find the SS, the EPS. You can't even find them. Those days, EPS, SSS, and Special Security Service, looking like trash. You get truck on them, sitting there, they call it SS people who train before you get wallow. All the guys, they change. Every people get AK-47. Those days, the people that get AK-47 will be different place. But now, the only people you see standing by the president are all AK-47 people with different clothes on, not special uniform. They get brown trousers, they get black shirt. They all standing by with AK-47, standing all by the president. That's why the president said he the chairman for the John. He the chairman for the John Security. He working with the government. He doing a part. He got a project going on. He personalized everything. Everything said the president mandate. Y'all want disobey the president mandate. The president this. The president that. I told you before, Joshua is not a team player. President Weah is not a team player. That is why President Weah is going through all this problem here. He's not a team player, or else he will get other people involved. He set up a committee, the first committee in February for the COVID-19. He make himself chairman. Then you can tell, look, why we should be stupid. Why you think this president, instead of bringing in the professionals to put them together and say, listen, y'all do this, I want y'all to do this. He put Fina. Yes, she's a Liberian, but it's Fina the one that know about the whole thing here. Mary Bro, Jefferson Koji, you left all the other people out because you want the money should come right in your office. You make yourself the chairman because you want to see it. Mr. President, you can still see the money. Any penny in that country, you will put your eyeball on it if you want to put your eyeball on it. The correct it and to control it is not for you to get involved. It's not for you to get involved. But when you get involved, what you expect? What you expect when you get involved? It's all corruption. Corruption. That's all they do. Corruption. That's why the president put everything around him. The other days, before we even got the first case in Liberia, CNN had a nice story on Liberia. How Liberia should the model, yeah, Dolo, what's up, Dolo? And Liberia got everything in place. They should follow the examples of Liberia, because they had a Ebola thing, how they fought it, and everything in place. They were talking about Liberia, man. See the population in Liberia. But like that, all the people they trained for Ebola, instead of government using them, they went and brought in another group of seditious, bam, to let them to go look for coronavirus patient. They said that somebody will get coronavirus. And who brought in the country? The same government officials. Yesterday, I was listening to radio. Every radio station in Liberia yesterday, no, day for yesterday, were calling for George Weah to go and take his test. They were calling for President Weah to go and take his test. Every radio station yesterday were calling for President Weah to take his test. Let them take the test and publish it. You will encourage other people. It's nothing big about it. But what happened? He did a test. He actually got it. But he just like Donald Trump. He still don't want to admit that he got it. Why you think that Madagascar thing came to Liberia? And for Joe, we had to drink it. But thank God they will be the first to taste it. I believe in African herbs. It worked. We're still doing it. We're still doing everything. But you took your whole government, the entire team, getting to the airport to go meet one messenger. Yes, that your friends say you. But you took a whole team and you make the foreign minister to walk to the plane. Even the man said was scared. The man said was scared. He said, damn, what kind of thing is so? The man wore and got on the red carpet. Yeah. We ain't got interpreter. Foreign ministry do not have an interpreter. The president spoke the French, then he interpreted everything. He told the people, yeah, this is what the man said, this is what the man said. And we're not even saying nothing. It's so shameful, disgraceful. When you talk again, people like this will say, Oh, you're trying to politicize everything. This beautiful, wonderful country, the richest and the most powerful country on earth, America, they criticize the government when the government is doing wrong. They criticize the government when the government interfering in other little country business. They don't sit back. That's what makes them to be a nation of people. They don't sit back. You listen, you go on social media, you see Ghanaians criticizing the government for certain things that they're doing. Nigeria criticizing the government. But we should come on Facebook and lie that everything is okay when we, the Liberians, are supposed to be there feeding it. We, the Liberians, are supposed to go there and do our little business. They're suppressing you. Do you know how many Liberians have left that country that were doing business there? You guys know? Do you know how many business people, foreigners, have left? You know the one who are crooks. Yeah? They get Liberians, contractors, engineers, people who got their businesses. Our president taking all the contract to give it to Lebanese people, his own people. Because Lebanese men, let me tell you today, I know you will say, but you got Lebanese background. Yes, I got Lebanese background. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm not a Lebanese. They are the crookedest people you can find on the earth. Their country, Lebanon, don't have no resources. They ain't got a jack. They go around, do their business, and go back home. Beirut was once, in fact, I think Beirut still the most expensive city to live in. To get a house in Beirut, the cheapest little apartment is $1 million you spend. Yes, $1 million. That means not even developer in Beirut. They ain't got nothing, but they go around. And guess what they do? They are citizens in a lot of countries. Go to France, 70% of the economy in France and in Africa, they are Lebanese people. You think who owns Sofitel? Owned by Lebanese. Lebanese are not even Arabs. They speak the Arabic. They are actually French people. They were colonized by France. They speak French in Lebanon and they speak the Arabic. But when you go to Africa, I say 70% of the businesses in Africa is owned by Lebanese. Lebanese man can bribe you $10 just because he don't want to pay for $5 taxes. He can bribe you little by little. He think by paying a surprise. They are corrupt. They are corrupt people. Very corrupt. Anybody who know them, I work with Lebanese, I get to know them. But they, oh my man, I said no, I'm not part of you. As far as I can say, I'm not part of you. You know me from nowhere. They can follow you when they know that you're in a position. They will follow you. In fact, I get somebody on here who know what I'm talking about. Josh Williams, brother and a cousin to me, and he's on this. He's watching right now. We're all from labor ministry. He knows that they are too corrupt. That the people Joshua are dealing with. That is why Joshua fighting. He wanted to make some of them citizens. Your own people, you don't worry. The first thing before you even try to make anybody citizen in that country, you got to make sure you get a strong immigration. Your borders, everything are okay. For me, I don't care who's citizen. I don't care. We need to develop our country. There are some Liberians, they're afraid. But we cannot do it because to satisfy one person. We can't do that. To satisfy one person. You're already calling us foreigner. You say we're not citizen because our part are now black. How selfish Liberians are. Our father then white. Henry Costa a foreigner. And Emmanuel Service a foreigner. What the Constitution says. Two parents have a child, one from other country. That child is a Liberian citizen. Upon maturity, that child shall re-announce. Now, shall. But re-announce where? It's not part of it. It's not in there. Just say re-announce. Why if that child, mother and father dies? They say the child should re-announce. But if that child do not re-announce, automatically that child is a Liberian citizen. This is the thing that I've asked lawyers upon lawyers, and I will. Was long God gave me life. The Supreme Court will clear that part. They never say shall re-announce where. Immigration to the court. We don't know. They already said that child is a citizen. Now let's say that child, mom and pa died before the child 15 years old and before the child reaching 21 or whatsoever. How can that child announce? The child is already in Liberia, know everything. Only Liberia the child living. How you think the child got a Liberian passport? How you think Savage got a Liberian passport? How Henry Costa got a Liberian passport? They got some people that I see some of the nonsense sedition. Some of them get Ghanaian background. Because I don't even call the name self. Some of them I went to their family wedding. They get Ghana background. Some of the group will get Ghanaian background. You understand? But we sit down, oh, this other person are foreigner. This person are foreigner. Like, bro, we're so selfish and we're so damn mean and we are wicked people. I would say we'll put ourselves in general. Because I saw it during the war. I saw it in Sierra Leone, how they treated us nicely. I saw it in Ghana, how the people welcome us, how they used to bring fruits from Takrade, all the places to feed Liberians. But we have war. When the people came from Cape Man, other places, Liberians don't care for each other. And even right now, we see it when Liberian men, the only time you hear good Liberian men talking about you, when you and he in the same boat catching hard time. That's the time you say, oh yes, but let him just climb up there. It's all about him. It's all about him. We may have it. Look, sometimes I blame the citizen, but it's not citizen problem in Liberia. It's leadership problem in Liberia. Leadership problem in Liberia. Leadership, nothing else but leadership problem. Yeah. So I'm going to take a break, but I will show you this. I want you guys, please, and don't forget to watch the American Idol and vote for this young lady, Just Sam. They call her Just Sam. She's very, very talented, and I want you, when she went for her first audition, I want you to watch this tape. And what really touched me on this, when she put God first. When she was done, she said, can we pray? So please, it's about Liberian. It's not nothing else. Vote for her. It won't cost you nothing. Just for the first time, let us come together and rally around somebody we never met before. We don't know her. It's not politics. And sometimes people would say, oh, because I'm the one saying it or somebody saying it, but I want to give it all to Hawa, who had a whole show on that. But I will continue to talk about it. The Lrtn will talk about it. We will follow her. But please, do what you can do for her and just show that love and vote for her.
Hi, I'm Samantha Diaz. You can call me Just Sam.
All right. Just Sam, then. Growing up, what was that like?
Well, I was adopted by my grandmother, and I grew up in the projects. Life was hard, but I got through 100% of my worst days.
Okay, so what are you going to share with us, Just Sam?
I'm going to sing You Say by Lrtn Daigle.
Great.
So, yeah. Okay.
All right.
I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. I'm sorry.
You're all right.
You're all right. Want to start again?
Please.
You can.
Start again.
Thank you. Okay. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Okay.
It's all right. It's all right.
That's all right.
It's all right.
I'm ready. I have to.
Come here.
Take your time. Take your time. Come here. Yeah, come here. Yeah. Yeah, come here.
Oh,
Come here.
I'm sorry.
No. No, you need
You're okay. Listen, we feel that you're going to be amazing. Like, we can tell you're going to be amazing.
Yeah, it feels like a dream.
No,
Well,
no,
it's-
No, this is the
let me
good
help you.
dream. You got this. Don't worry. You got this.
we believe in you. All right, give it to us, all right?
Okay. Is it all right if I do the train thing that I do before I sing on the trains? Because that makes me comfortable.
Yeah, whatever you
Whatever
do
it
to
takes.
get you
Whatever it
there.
takes.
Let's go, Sam.
Thank you. So I get on the train, I get in the car, and I'm like, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sing a quick song for you guys. If you like what you hear, please feel free to give whatever you can. Thank you. I rise up, I rise like the day, I rise up, I rise unafraid, I rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. 'Cause all we need is hope, and for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. Yes. We will rise, we will rise, we will rise, boy.
Sam, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
In your whole life, have you ever felt safe?
I feel safe when my grandma hugs me. I'm grateful, cause like, I'm sorry, I'm a crybaby. Okay. It's just I'm not used to people caring without needing or like just pretending to care.
The reason I asked that question is because I want you to feel safe. Uncle Luke, Auntie Katie, Papa Richard, okay?
Thank you.
And I want you to... We got you, okay?
Yes.
And I want you to rely on us to coach you through this. And forget about winning,
Okay.
okay?
Yes. I'm so grateful that you guys even listened to me.
I'm so grateful that God put you in front of us, okay?
Can I pray with you guys? Is that okay?
Please,
Sure,
whatever you
come
want to do.
on.
Come
Prayer
here.
that
Come
I
here.
want to do with you guys.
Come here.
So repeat after me. Heavenly Father.
Heavenly Father.
Lord, make my life brand new right here, right now.
Lord, make my life brand new right here, right now.
With my friends.
With my friends.
And my new fam.
And my new fam. Amen.
Can we go jump in the Potomac?
We've been
All right.
Now, Sam, we want to say something. You ready for this, guys?
That was nice. Please watch American Idol. Watch American Idol and vote for her. I'm going to play one more video for her, one of her songs. And I'm going to go there and download most of his songs and we will talk about it. Please vote for her. She's a Liberian. Lived with her grandmother, came to this country. Look, God knows how to change life, especially when that girl came out and said, can I pray with you? She put God first. She will win. She's going to be the top 7. Who's going to be in the top 7 this time around? So I want you to watch this one again. This is one of her other steps that she went through. So I want you to watch this one.
Ah, there's my girl.
Oh, shoot!
How are you?
Hi, honey.
I just want to say thank you, first of all, for your time.
What is on the floor? Come on.
Oh, yes. This is my lucky box. You guys know I sing on the trains.
Oh.
So I brought my lucky box just to, you know, make me feel comfortable, like I'm in the train, because that's when I feel most comfortable singing.
All right.
Love it. Love it.
I've always said I wanted to come to LA to just sing. Even if I just sing bars and put my box out, you know. I flew for the first time on a plane. It was mind-blowing. I was looking at the clouds in the air this time. Oh, get fancy. Wow, I love this. This is one of the biggest weeks of my life. To say that I am actually auditioning for American Idol. Knowing that I'm here, I went through security. I got on the plane. I'm emotional because I'm so grateful. Like, I'm so grateful, wow. Being me from the projects, this is a gift.
Well, let's talk about your audition that got you here.
We will rise, we will rise, we will rise. Whoa.
I think out of all the people back home, they know that I have this gift, you know, but I don't think they expected me to really make it out of there. So my entire life, my grandmother's been saying that she doesn't believe that people like us could have their dreams come true. You know how we used to always say that we would be on the Ellen show?
Just a dream that I know, won't come true for me.
Girl, this is gonna change our lives. This is just proof to her. This is more than enough proof to her that it's possible.
It's not what you say, it's how you said it. And don't you say you love me when you know you'll regret it. When love don't feel right, we get along on the outside. Head out the door, but our heart's on the inside. We're half of the same. Don't take that the wrong way. You know what I mean. Hearts ain't gonna lie. Won't do this again. Wrong way. You know what I mean. Hearts ain't gonna lie. Hearts ain't gonna lie.
We're still standing when the bones are good. The rest don't matter.
I came out here to have fun and I made some money for doing what I do every day.
I think what she's doing is she's watching this competition and realizing that she needs to rise to the occasion.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe below to see all the latest American Idol news.
Yeah, from the latest.
Okay, thank you guys. Please vote for that girl. Vote for her. Vote for her. Don't sit there. Vote for her. Yep. Okay, you guys, if you listen to me, and don't forget, vote for that young lady. She's a Liberian, and please do what you can do best. Watch the show and cast a vote, even if you're not, but you just follow the instruction. Yeah, just follow the instruction. But that was good. She can sing. Yeah, please just do that. And okay, guys, we are back on again. My name is Munel Kishan. For those who just coming on, and I want to say thank you very much for your time and patience. And we sometimes don't, and something not right here. Something not going. Something not right. I don't know how we're broadcasting in another stuff. Okay. Okay. So I told you guys about President Weah. What we'll do, we'll have to just pray for President Weah. We'll have to pray for our president and make him do the right thing. Yeah, it will be good for us when we do the right thing. It will be good for our country. Something wrong with my phone. Leave and watch party. Okay. I don't know if you guys still watching. I know everything here looking good on my end. So I want to thank you very much for watching. Okay, our next topic here. Where is the first lady? we stay asking the question, where is the First Lady of the Republic of Liberia? Messi in action. She refused to stay in that country. The woman no. The woman an American woman. And then again, she got to come home to do her taxes. So she had to come on this side. But it's up to Liberian people. You know, when people start talking about why they put $1.5 million in our budget for this lady, some people say it's no problem. And I said, why we can't just ask Joel? When Joel had $1.5 million in the budget for her when she was first lady, or Nancy Doe had it, okay, we understand the budget changed and increased. What let people, the journalists need to ask Joel Howard Taylor, what was her budget when she was first lady? Because every first lady got the thing through the executive mansion or the White House. Like in America, they got it through the White House. Anything the first lady want to do, she will get money. But there's nothing aside. If you look at American budget is on the internet. There's nothing there in there to say this is for the first lady office. The first lady she's part of the White House, the whole White House team. She's part of it. So anything she wants, it comes from that White House money. But for them to put money aside for the first lady, Joshua is a crook. Joshua is a crook. Joshua is a crook. Yeah. Liberia will suffer. But it's good. It's good that we see all these things so we know how to elect our next leader. It's up to us. But I will tell you, we can cry in America from now to Judgment Day. I'm going to say it. I know some people will not want to agree, but only one man among the politicians in Liberia right now can be the next president. Is Cummings. Only one man in that country can be the next president, which is Alexander Cummings. Some people ask question, why Cummings can't run for senator? Like when Pazawe saying that, oh, he not part of any party. He Pazawe not part of no political party. But the thing is that he wants for Cummings to start from the bottom. That's nonsense. This man qualified, reach at the top. If Ellen Johnson, if George Weah, Charles Taylor, who came killed and will make him president. Charles Taylor killed and will make him president. President Doe came in and brutalized people and we elected him as president. Ellen Johnson brought war. We elected her as president. If Unity Party people, you see that's what they do not piss me off so now with Unity Party partisan. Pazawe that Unity Party man. What job Ellen did in Liberia? Ellen was a finance minister. Ellen left and worked with other corporations, other banks and whatsoever, work out of the country. She went back, she became president. Ellen ever took the position as senator when she won it in 1995? No. Why Cummings, who reached to the top in the company who are working with, Coca-Cola, United States Bottling Corporation or whatsoever, that the employee more than our population, the budget more than Liberian budget, then people will open their mouths and say, oh, let Alexander Cummings run for senator. Did Ellen run for senator? What job Ellen did in Liberia first? Finance minister. When? She was deputy and then they fired the other guy and she was there before the war and whatsoever. She ever ran for senator? No. But everybody says she was qualified because she worked with World Bank. Oh, she got a degree from Harvard. What about Alexander Cummings, who went as far where his father, his mother, his brother, sister never worked? He's the only black man, or African, or Liberian, to reach to that top. The only difference is that somebody else was the president, but they were all in our board meeting, in our board room together. Qualified, he make his earnest living. In America, when you make money, it's earnest. Especially in that businessman, because according to your production, that's how you get your bonus. And he make earnest. Look, that man got business. Look, Cummings is so quiet. Lord Jesus help me. That's why I saw, in fact, I saw the New Dawn newspaper. They say Alexander Cummings say he will prosecute George Weah if he's president. I know some people say, oh, Alexander will not be president. Your mouth does not hold the Bible. Your mouth is not a holy Bible. So you cannot tell me that Alexander Cummings cannot be president. God first, but we got to make the case that Alexander B. Cummings is the only man that the CPP can carry, will have a clean record. CDC are afraid, and other people are afraid because they know they got nothing against Alexander Cummings. They have nothing against Alexander. Even Ellen Johnson afraid of Alexander B. Cummings. Nothing they got on Alexander. They can't. What are they going to tell Alexander Cummings? What they are really going to tell Alex about? Oh, what you did? You stole money? No, no, no. You can't tell him that he stole money. So what else you going to tell again? What he did? You can say nothing. There is nothing there you can talk about that will say, oh yes, this man he part of the war. No, he's not part of the war. He need to build new houses. No, he already got a house. He already built a house in Liberia, and a decent one too. So what you really going to say? Nothing. You can't tell him anything about stealing. No, the man can steal. What are you going to steal for? The man is an earnest man. That the only man right now who got a blueprint how to start his job. When you waking up tomorrow, he ready to run that country. Yes. He's not saying that he's the golden touch. He will change people's lives around. He never said it. Ready. He's ready any day to take over. Yeah. Oh, why? Is that the only thing he see to do? He got to run for president? Yes. Yes. When George Weah left from playing football, he never worked in any other era. We make him president. So if we can make George Weah president, then why we can make Alex Cummings president? Y'all tell me. If we can make George Weah president, why we can make Alex Cummings president? He's qualified. He's qualified to be president of Liberia. He's qualified to be president of Liberia. So let us stop fooling ourselves around here and trying to politicize things when we know Omen Boaka, who sat there, Ellen Johnson, messed the whole thing up, supported George Weah, and they can't even stand up to her. They can't even stand up to her, Ellen Johnson. They can't even stand up to that woman. They can't stand up to her. They can never stand up to her. She's a witchcraft, Ellen Johnson. Yeah, she's a witchcraft. Let her here. Let her see her comments. Let her see her comments. She got Macintosh in the back there. She honor every one of them. George, you can't even use Macintosh. A good man. Whether he a crook, he jump from party to party too. But these are people that George Weah could have used. But no way. Let Alex there. Let Alex. But the CPP, put your act together. Put your act together. You need to rally around the most peaceful, earnest, clean man that nobody. I really want to know the case they will make against Alex. Which are the case that other parties can make? No case. But they can make a case against Boaka. That Boaka served Ellen. He refused to challenge her. You can make a case against Bernard Ure. Somebody say, oh, I trust Darius Dillon. Darius Dillon, by the time he win this coming election, the next thing he will want to run for president. Listen, if Darius Dillon will run for president, so be it. So be it. But Darius Dillon is not talking about president business. Darius Dillon, yes, he has ambition, but he knows the step that he's going to take, step by step. So he's not going to just jump and try to cut around this group. Greediness don't work that way. One thing I know, Heron Costa going to contest against Sir Joseph. They're going to beat Sir Joseph and Makedor in 2023. By then, Darius Dillon will already be senator. Darius Dillon might be the next president pro tem or vice president. I can see it. I'm telling you now. Watch my mouth. Take it from me. These are the things. He's very quiet. He knows what he do. He look. You don't. Sometimes we look at things because I saw support. Oh, Henry Costa need to run for president. Henry Costa, no, he's not going to run for president because he's not mature enough. I'm not saying he's not qualified. He's a Liberian because only one thing qualifies anybody to be president of Liberia is a Liberian. He can qualify. But if you put Joshua and Henry Costa, say that the only people in the race, Henry Costa will be president. Anybody you can put against Joshua can be a good president. Anybody, any Liberians. Only nobody from CDC can challenge Joshua because Joshua is the most educated and smartest sedition ever. There is no sedition smarter than Joshua. There is no sedition educated than Joshua. I challenge them. I posted it already. I want to see all the response that insults. All the thing. It's all insults. You fool, you stupid. Yeah, Joshua educated than you. Oh, you will never be like Joshua. You will never be like Joshua. But how can I be like Joshua? Joshua that rule. I will be like Joshua. Man, like brother people, sometimes you can just make me sick. I said nobody's smarter than Joshua. Yeah. Nobody is smarter. The man work with the government. The man, he's the chairman of the Joint Security. That is why he drive around. So that's it. Suppose say, oh, Darius Dillon and petting Joshua. My man, no, if you mind the organ now, the babu, you are beaten to death. You're beaten to death. Now because we are talking, you can't help your people. Some of us here, we sending rice back. I tell my people, listen, my people don't need it. My family in Liberia don't need that 4 cup of rice they gave it. I told them, don't go in the street. Don't go in the street. Don't even go. They will bring the rest to you. Don't go there. Don't look for nothing. You don't get nothing to do in the street. Sit home. When you're ready, y'all go buy in bulk and put it down. But they got other people that can't afford it. They got other people who don't have nobody in America or in Europe to send money for them. But we got all these people. Now they want to eat the money. You see, the government is so naive and funny and petty. Should have done long time. Target the older people, the handicaps and other people. But they jump out and say, oh, we get everybody rice. You always see the trouble they're going to cause. I was not in favor of it, giving everybody rice. They got people in Liberia who can afford it. Now, the people that are working, you see, you're not getting rest. You know what rest not doing in our country? You not put yourself in trouble, President. We are. You not put yourself in a big mess. You not put yourself in big mess. So if you think you say you're not giving the people the thing, then forget it. You will give them that rest. Yeah. But state of emergency is not a good thing, man. They're stealing too much. So my people, think about it. Combine all the candidates. If you tell me, say nobody know comments in Liberia, you're living in on different planet. That means you are on Pluto until they discover that Pluto was not a planet. And you stay on Pluto and we cancel it. Because Pluto is not a planet anymore. So that means maybe I don't know where you were. People in America can say, but Alex Dano, nobody lie. How long it would take people to know somebody? This man came from all the way from the bottom. Nobody know him. He went 5th place. Nobody know him. He never endorsed Bwaka publicly. You people invest. Oh, but nobody know the man. What the man would endorse Bwaka for? Ellen Johnson, who voted against Bwaka, campaigned against Bwaka, you accepted her back in the party with open arms. You know that woman get plans for you. To make it right, that woman pushing everything to carry Bwaka again. By the time she carry Bwaka again, she will move from behind Bwaka. She can't try with Cummings. She can't try it. Let me tell you one of the tricks. I know sometimes UP people, you stay hard to learn. When you say you got the numbers, you don't have numbers. In Liberia, when you the political when your party in charge, everybody run to you. But you see, nobody run to CDC because they know CDC done. You know the party, everybody ran to you know the party. Everybody, CDC, who, everybody working with you know the party. Now, Ellie knew from day one the race was going to be between Unity Party and CDC. And once the people in the country knew that they didn't want CDC, so Ellen did everything. If anybody tell me there was no cheating in the going election, you got problem too. There was a serious cheating in the gun election. Ellen controlled the entire election commission. Over 4 million names, dead names that Omar got in that place there. Why you think the Omar refused for the international committee to come in and check the voter registration, the list? Up to now, they ain't cleaned it yet. They have not cleaned the list yet. It's still sitting there. Then you get Sayon now sitting there. Vanish Shema, he's not a good guy. Because if you're a good guy, you're not even say, well, let's just consider Sayon. And I will talk to Sayon. Who are you to talk to Sayon? These people will kill Liberians. These people will damage our country. But these are the people that we need to vote against come 2020. We need to send them out on a vacation, never to come back. Never to come back. These people are wicked people. Most of the lawmakers are wicked. Criminals. They're not representing you, neither me. That is why they're disgracing, they're destroying our country. They're making the president to make super. It's not because of George Weah. They did it to Ellen, the same thing. But because some of them have never seen $1,000 in their life. Before I say $5,000 going to $10,000. Some of them have never seen such a money in their life. But we need to go after them. We need to go after them. Seriously. We need a president that will instill law and order first before you can start doing anything. That's all we need, law and order. When you do that, then we are ready. Any president, any good president, we need to do a lot of things. We need to bring God back. We need to pray to God. God need to bless that country. God punishing us big time. We kill a lot of people in that country. We did a lot of stuff. Liberian people pointing people out. Oh, that man was a government official. They killed him. Oh, that man at this, that man at that. But this time, our future is right in our hands. If you want to go and bring Joshua back, it's up to you. But we can't force it. But I will tell you, the only man that CDC will try to run against, they won't get nothing to tell him because they can't bring a single news now. He's just coming. We tired with that news. Cummings is the only one who got a damn good foundation in Liberia, moving around from country to country, helping people, helping educate. Look, the man have set up a lot of stuff. Y'all go, the record is there. The first man who personally paid the unfortunate children who cannot afford it, the WIAC fee, he jumped all over the place. So he just look for people who cannot afford it. That Cummings did it. Do you know what they call talk and do? Cummings. Cummings gave $2 million put into the university scholarship fund. A record there. It's there. It's not hidden. It's not hidden. It's not. Build schools, build churches, mosques, help people to do other stuff. He won't talk about it, but we will talk about it. We will say it. We'll tell the people. So that's what I want to tell you. So guys, thanks for watching. My name is Munel Kishen, aka the General. Please share this video. Share it, share it, share it. Share it. Our president who worked with the government, because I don't understand how he worked with his own government, only God ever know. So that's it. But I'm going to leave you with the last one because this tip will be played unless new one come up. In fact, I'm going to put a new tip together today. I'm going to put all George Weah development. In fact, they roll in Doe community, everything breaking now. They break it. They rush it. Rush. Can't put quota on it. I will show the next one, all George Weah development. The country development, the one he did for the government, and the one he did for himself. I will put all that tape together, and on my next thing, I will show it. So I'm going to put all the George Weah houses and the government property, the government project and George Weah project. We'll combine it and see which one expensive, because up to now, Hospital 14 is not completed. It's not completed today. So we'll put all that one together. We'll put all the small roads, all the feeder road they say George Weah put in, the one that Ellie did, we'll give to him. We'll get in the airport, we'll get in the ministerial building. That's not finished yet. and all his other projects are finished. So we'll do that and we'll be showing it. But for now, I'm done with my show. Thank you very, very much for paying attention. Thanks for even listening to me. I appreciate it highly just by listening to me. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless me. God bless our beautiful country, Liberia. God bless our president, vice president, whosoever, and the people who call opposition. God bless the entire country. So please let us listen to Heron Costa once more. Let the thing resonate. This identical house we're talking about, everybody in Liberia knows it was Joshua's house. He paid 2 times for that land. Alaji Kroma, the one that got involved. That house, the first house was built by Bita, who has state bailer. That was Joshua people, then they didn't want you to do all the things for him. You don't have all love foreigner business. So please look at it. That man built that place. That place, the sea can't even reach near it. Let me tell you the real truth. So you'll have a good day. Bye for now.
Well, folks, a few days ago, I got fresh pictures. I'm not the only person to have received pictures of the mansion, but those were the most recent pictures there are of the mansion, the 9th Street one. You all remember that 3 months into Weah's presidency, we saw bulldozers tearing down that dilapidated house. It was a ramshackle, it was an old house. And we saw it being torn down in no time. But what we didn't know was, or what we didn't expect, is that he was going to want to build a brand new house there the moment he tore it down. But that is what we saw. To us, it was brazen. To us, it was crazy. It was inexplicable. It was a crazy thing for him to do. That is what we felt. Even a lot of citizens were very disappointed about that. We all have known that that property belongs to Mr. Weah. Bam! A few days ago, I published these fresh photos, and everybody, expectantly, everybody was sick into their stomach. And what sickened people even more is the fact that even during this crisis, when most of our people are going through the most difficult period to find food, to make the rent, to take care of things, when Corona is scaring people and all of that, George Weah continues to build his mansion. I mean, you would think that the guy would say, okay, let's give it a break. Let's wait until later on we can go on with the construction. But the construction is taking place as we speak. And that is what's sickening people. So we posted those pictures and they went viral on social media. The power of social media. They went viral. And so then Smith-Tobe had to react. We are told Smith-Tobe to go on air and say that the property no longer belongs to him, but now belongs to his son, Timothy Weah, who is his son, what's her name? Cla. That's Cla's son. He's their first. Tim Weah is like the fall guy. The last time we saw that mansion in right there on at Silver Beach, with a tunnel that leads straight from the underground straight to the beach. We had said the building, that property also was for his son Tim. And Tim didn't say a word. He didn't say anything, but apparently from what we were told, that the boy didn't like the fact that his father said the property belongs to him and the property actually does not belong to him. And I have the pictures of that one too. I will publish the current photo. I will publish those photos for you so you can see what that Silver Beach property looks like. So what happens? Smith always says the mansion belongs to Tim. And then Tim gets to hear about it, and everybody is saying, "Oh, Tim Weah, it's not for Tim." Cla Weah and Timothy Weah called George Weah today. They're in America. They said, if you don't go and retract that statement, that property for my son, and Tim said that property for me. If you don't go retract that statement, I will issue a statement to say that it is a lie. That property is not for me. The boss said, I've had enough. This morning I was saying on my show that many of you don't know, Timothy Weah and his father do not get along. They're not even on speaking terms. Right now as we speak, they do not speak. The only time Timothy Weah went to Liberia was for the inauguration, and he said he's never going back there. He wants to have nothing to do with his father. So Timothy Weah and Clyde Weah called Joe Weah and said, Joe Weah, if you do not retract that statement, that 9th Street mansion has been transferred to me and I am the one building it, I will go and issue a statement and tell the world and tell the Liberian people that you lied. Talking. So what would George Weah do? George Weah thought he was finished with us by lying to us that the property belongs to his son and no longer belongs to him, and therefore he is not the one building the property, and so we should not accuse him of corruption. He thought that was it. He thought that was it. He thought it was finished. That's what George Weah did. But then Tim Weah said, if you do not retract, I will go and I will say you are a bloody liar. And then see what he did. He put Clyde Weah's name in it and said, Clyde is the one supervising the property, the construction. Clyde Weah said, what? Yeah? I am supervising the construction of the property? Clyde Weah said, no. You're not going to use me or use your son. So what did Joe Weah do? Now Joe Weah had to withdraw this statement because he does not want Tim Weah. Imagine a statement from Timothy Weah that his father is a bloody liar, that his father lied on him about the property that does not belong to him. Imagine a statement from Timothy, what it would do to George Weah. Such a statement would destroy George Weah. Now George Weah was faced with a quandary. The bookman said, quandary, what do I do? If I don't retract that statement, Tim will issue the statement because Tim does not need George Weah. Timothy Weah plays, I think his contract is worth about $2 million. His football contract. So he does not need his father for money. He makes his own money. He doesn't want to have anything to do with George Weah and his stolen money. So he said, if you don't issue that statement, I will issue a statement. Now George Weah has to use Smith Toby. Hey, Paul Smith Toby. Smith Toby, the thing what made you go marry to George Weah's niece, they're not small trouble you in. Do you know Smith Toby married George Weah's niece? You all saw the wedding, right? The wedding took place at the Fucking Claw Church. Smith Toby married George Weah's niece. Just to keep that late job, that late job. Yes, Smith Toby just be on the line. Hey, my man, let me wait for my man Smith Toby. Hey, Smith. How did George Weah making you lie? Just lying, Smith, just lying. Smith Toby. Now George Weah said, Smith, what the? You gotta go back on the radio. What the? Because that begin that one are funny. Like that Timothy Weah begin frisky. What the? The begin one embarrass me. So my man Smith was forced to call OKFM today. Amen.
On the line now, we have Deputy Press Secretary Smith Toby, who has to make a clarification. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Julius. Let me say thanks for the opportunity again.
We spoke to you concerning this project on 9th Street. I know there have been some new developments. What is it?
Yeah, Julius. Until we spoke on yesterday, our information around the project that you made mention on 9th Street on yesterday, and based on our response to that question, we've gathered further information in our professional sojourn. So again, we've come back to the same medium that we used on yesterday to inform the public and the listening audience that's following our conversation with you on yesterday. The current information that we want to share with you is that the project on 9th Street is not owned by Timothy Weah, as was said on yesterday. The project is owned by His Excellency the President. He decided to remodel the project and the current structure is under his supervision. And I just thought to come back to the public because it's a conversation in the public clear, and of course I provided the information yesterday. I've thought to come back to the public to inform the public that that project has no attachment to Timothy Weah.
Well, Mr. Tobe, people may think because of the backlash, two things. Either the information you provided yesterday was really not true and you were trying to save face, that's one. Or two, today that it could be his, but because of the backlash and not wanting him to place him at the center of controversy in Liberian politics, that you are walking back on it.
Like I said, prior to our conversation on yesterday, the information that we've gathered was what we provided. Until we spoke to you on yesterday, then we had additional information that we are currently providing to you. So the new information, which of course was confirmed by the owner of the property in question, is that the property belongs to the president. It has no attachment to his son, and it is under his supervision. That property is being there. He decided to remodel the property, and so as you see it develop, it is under his ownership that the project on 9th Street is being developed, and not Timothy Weah.
So it has never been for Timothy Weah.
Again, what we are providing for you is the information that we were finally informed about, back to the same medium to inform you that the property does not belong to Timothy Weah. It is President George Weah's property. He is developing that property, and it is his belonging, not property for his son.
You know, it is. One time I am a little stunned. One would wonder where did you get the first information from?
So we work in the circle of the president. So surrounding the property and information to the public about the property was diverged, and of course there is a new information surrounding the current ownership or the ownership of the property. The information we are providing as we speak is the information that has been provided. The information that we provided were information from in the circle of the presidency. Today, we spoke to the owner of the property.
Okay.
Confirmed what we are putting forth to the public. And our confirmed information is Mr. Timothy Weah has no attachment to that property.
So what I'm getting from you is that previous information may have been from the circle of the president, like someone close to him say, "Oh, this is how this is." Right now, the president himself has told you, "No, that's not it. This is why it is."
So the owner of the property is the president. So when the president confirmed to me that the property has no ownership to his son, I need to come back to the public to spell what the circle confirmed or inform us. So I'm giving you what was confirmed by the owner of the property, which of course is the president, that the property belongs to him and has no attachment to his son.
You know, without wanting to go into what happens between you and your boss, but was he angry at you?
No, it was not a matter of being angry. It's a matter of us putting forth information, and I think again, from the way we've worked around the presidency, is also a situation that I think we need to understand a little bit more. It is not about he being angry. It is also about us being more factual and careful in speaking about his private property or his ownership. Sometimes there are people who we relate to, and especially when it relates to his property, those are not something that has to do with the president work in the government cycle that we are aware of. So those are family properties, and of course it's about the presidency and of course the individual who is the president. So if our previous information were incorrect around that particular claim, now he's come back to tell us, hey, the information that you sent out wasn't correct. You need to correct that information and let the people know that it is my property. It has no attachment with my son.
So you are, why doing an erratum as is doing in journalism? You are also apologizing to the public for
which of course
for misleading them.
Professionally, I have to do.
Okay.
And I don't see it as a guilt to do. Everyone will write. And of course, in their writing or in their reportage, have the right as a broadcaster, as journalist, to do a write-up. I'm doing the same right now. That the previous information on that property wasn't the factual information. The fact of the matter currently and confirmed by the president is the property belongs to him and not his son.
Okay, thanks so much, Mr. Toby, for providing this erratum and clarification and apology for to the Liberian people. I'm sure they will forgive you.
Yeah, I'm sure that's something we've built so that we